Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, this defense for the Eagles much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and 2, Fields.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hall again on 2nd down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Eagles are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. And it's not too often you see a draw play pay off quite like that, but that turned out to be a heck of a run.
Yeah, and right through the teeth of the defense as well. But you're right, a lot of times you're just hoping to get past the defensive lineman, maybe get 8 to about 15 yards. But at 2nd and 3rd level, they were very slow to react, and off he went.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now Fields.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A give running right is Hall.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hall again on 2nd down.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Given 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The tight end in motion right. On third down, here's an option play left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1.
On the return, Andy Isabella.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first and 10, here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense offense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they forced him to take him to 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Hall. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Play action. It's Fields.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 53 yards.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bears 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this 3rd quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the 2nd half, and now they get the football right back.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Hall.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he's got some space here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10 now, third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Option play, here's Hall.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
To throw is Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
31, Bears 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All eyes on Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, and obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Fields going to keep it once more.
There he goes left side. 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take.
I'm downstairs. You mean? I told you I'd be ready. excuses, and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that city. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Where the at? Anyway, gotta pay little boys. We late to the jack. Gotta jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play it. Score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's in common out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time.
You're always rushing me. Relax, chill, alright?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
White tripping. I think I left something in the house.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up.